Yo, what's up, honkers? After many requests, I am finally going to be watching a death battle on the channel. For those of you who do not know what death battle is, it's essentially a thing where two nerds decide the outcome of two fictional characters battle to the death. There have been many notable ones in the past, such as Goku versus Superman, Darth Vader versus the Lich King, Deadpool versus Deathstroke, but today's we're going to be focusing on Ash from Pokemon and Yugi Muto from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to be talking about who I think is going to win the battle and why. So if you want to, feel free to skip to the timestamp on my left here. If you want to just get into the secret word or the video itself, just because, you know, maybe you're just here to watch it. I don't know. Who am I to judge you while you watch reactions? My favorite to win Death Battle this time around is probably
Lady Gaga. Isn't she one of the Egyptian gods?
Simply because I literally like Yu-Gi-Oh! More than Pokemon. But listen, okay? I understand that I might get some hate from this, but come on, man. Pokemon as a game series and a show has gone downhill ever since they started trying to innovate by just not doing what the fans have asked them for literal years. And the one time that they have listened recently is bringing back Mega Evolutions. And I don't think I need to get into how bad Legends ZA really is. Not to mention Nintendo going after Power World simply because, hey, you have a capture mechanic in the game. You can't do that. No other game is doing that. And I'm like, you're also filing a patent for riding a monster. Mounts have been in games for years. Now, as for the show, why do they have to keep rebooting Ash back to 10 years old? Do you even know of any kids that watch the show anymore? Who is it supposed to be relatable for? Like, genuinely. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, as for Yu-Gi-Oh!, the show has always been way different than the actual card game itself. I mean, there is a reason a lot of the older cards like Pot of Greed and Monster Reborn are banned from tournaments now. Not to mention that Yugi literally kills people in Season 0 of the anime. Yes, really, he does that. If you didn't know, and you don't trust me, look it up. I'm serious. That pretty much explains why I think Yugi will win. I know that I ranted about Pokemon a lot. I really don't like Nintendo, guys. I really don't. Is there really anything else I'm forgetting? Oh, right. This video's secret word / phrase is Mind Crush. If you comment the secret word / phrase down below, I will give your comment a heart. Also, if you want me to react to more death battles in the future, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to be notified whenever I do more. Thank you so much for clicking on the video in the first place, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, fuck.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Muto.
The
Yugi
biggest
Muto.
question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids
Pokemon.
get their first one at age 10.
Everyone.
If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't
He's
really know
aged
what
10
that
for
meant.
25
How about
years.
taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was?
Like no one
Better
ever
than
was.
Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League
He has a
tournament.
Mega Glove.
So
What the fuck
Oak
is a
hooked him
Mega
up with
Glove?
the electric mouse,
Oh, the Mega
Pikachu.
thing.
And what? He's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great
He spent
Pokemaniac
decades
journey.
as a
We should
10-year-old.
note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Right.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex.
So we're not using
That's
the games.
also a
for them.
Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped
Getting
by this
shocked
same
by this
electricity.
thing.
Over time, Pikachu
Yeah.
learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The
Use
perfect attack
Thunderbolt.
for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
Thunderbolt
so
OP.
clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they use thunder as a super armor. He
What
even
the
learned
fuck?
how to
What?
deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast,
Anime.
Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
Yeah, probably couldn't understand it just because it was like, bro, you're sending out a fucking Pikachu against an Onix, bro. It's literally immune. Like, how is this working? And it's like, yeah, well,
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies.
Ash is
Misty,
just
Brock,
too big.
Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box.
Yeah,
Ash's
they're
League
actually out
ID
on,
won't
like,
let
a
him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's
Is
using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass
Wait,
types
what?
like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary
Well, where's
dark
the
ride.
Greninja?
Ain't this Leaf
Where's
Blade
the
Smeargle
Greninja?
victim? Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the
they
show.
win?
They just get me heated. Almost
Didn't
as much
Ash
as
win?
Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set
Recently?
my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a
Incineroar.
fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar
Light
Beam and
speed moves,
Psybeam.
yeah.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss!
Seismic
the
Toss
people's
OP.
elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's
Fucking
Pokedex spells it
weird
out.
as shit.
Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space.
I'm sorry, what? Magikarp can do what now?
Spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space.
But the move remains useless. Right. Okay.
Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch,
catch 'em
Butterfree,
all.
Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
Why the fuck does Gibble know Draco Meteor? The fuck? What level fucking Gibble is that? Jesus.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton.
Wait,
and
what?
this huge log that's basically a whole tree?
Wait,
he
he
chucked
just-
it like
what-
it was
what-
nothing.
what?
Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare
Bro, Ash is fucking overpowered. What the fuck?
minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect
HMO1
and enrich
Kutta?
each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, That Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash
Wait,
figured
what?
out new ways to bond with
Why did they get fucking Meat Canyon to
Brought home.
fucking
Oh, so that's
like look at this Meat Canyon ass fucking Mr. Mime over here, dude. Like what the fuck?
how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts
Oh,
with souls
yeah.
and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy
Hell
at the
yeah.
Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros.
How do
And
you
he keeps
accidentally catch
hugging
30
them.
Tauros?
Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does
Ow.
it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's
Just
strength
lock
is
in,
not
bro.
in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It
Ash
comes with a
Greninja.
huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's
Yeah, it
pain.
takes the pain,
Ash small
yeah.
price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash
That
Greninja
shit's
ran the ones with
fucking
Champion
sick.
Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who
Oh,
tried
the
to
magma
kill
guy.
all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Ah, don't get me started
I
on
don't
Alon.
understand any of
Ash
this new
did
shit.
everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times.
How do you lose 3 times against a type matchup that is in favor for you? How does that happen?
How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken?
Yeah,
Get
come
your
on,
type
bruh.
charts right, poor
That's
kid.
bullshit.
Boomstick 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Hi,
Aw,
you
hell
Gengar. He haunts foes with
Gengar.
G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is
Okay.
a Power Ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will
JoJo.
evolve into...
I hated
10
this.
million volt Thunderbolt.
I hated this
Rainbow
era of
Lightning is their
Pokemon,
ace.
dude.
You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike
Ooh.
lights up the universe.
Ash got a
cool.
god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and
Fuck
friends
you,
band
Gary.
together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time.
He literally
Is there a
does.
legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so
Arceus,
it was
I
gonna
think.
end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after
And he won.
3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Hell yeah!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized
For
that
5
to him,
seconds.
a Pokemon Master was someone who
And
was
then he came
friends with every Pokemon. So
Pretty sure.
he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Never ends.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of
Oh,
ancient
boy.
Egypt. What was the secret
Here we
to
go.
such a glorious civilization?
Time travel?
I wonder if they're gonna use the first season of the anime for Yugi from Japan, because he literally kills people. He legit like murders people.
Divine Hand. Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished
Shadow
to the
Game.
Shadow Realm.
The Shadow Realm.
Sadly,
right,
the
right,
way
right.
of the Shadow
They didn't
Games
die.
was lost
Right.
across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Muto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Oh
Yami,
shit, they're literally
always
showing.
willing to lend Yugi a hand and always on
Season
demon
0
time while
fucking-
doing so.
Oh,
He's
boy.
anime Jigsaw. Yami wants
we
to
go.
play a shadow game.
Whether it's
become a
griddle
great
air
gamer.
hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a
killing him.
children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire,
Oh,
swapping your
God.
soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle
Mind
does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away
Wait,
spirits.
what?
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing,
Dark
Yugi and
Bakura.
Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg
Oh,
Joey,
Taya.
Yugi and Yami were ready
Image,
for
bro.
anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps
what
for
happens with
setups.
Cell.
Oh, and Exodia.
Oh, and just Exodia. Yeah,
there
it's
they
gone.
go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach.
It's not the meta because a lot of the cards are banned now.
Face my 2,000
Pretty
card
sure.
deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah,
Right.
cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple.
He has a fucking
Summon the
Egyptian-
monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong
Infinitely.
meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning. And the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
what?
Time Wizard's better. It's a
Time
living
Wizard's better?
clock
Yeah,
that fast
literally
forwards or
just
rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a
Time
Yugi
Wizard's
deck
fucking
without his
broken.
right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait,
No,
that's not
which
how the
is not
card
how it
game
works.
works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're
Oh, yeah,
prioritizing the
100%.
manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip.
Listen. The anime and the manga do not follow the game as it's supposed to. Fucking, like, the spell Multiply, it doesn't multiply infinite Karibos. It literally just, it fills the field with Karibo tokens, which can't be sacrificed. So then you're literally just like, well, guess my shit's full now.
And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
makes
If
him
things
Pot
get
of Greed.
dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds.
Yeah, he was literally
Regardless,
cheating.
Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out,
what?
and survive attacks from duel monsters.
Yeah,
Even the
but the
most
duel
common
monsters
duel
are
monster
literally,
can
like,
cause tsunamis,
illusions.
rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City,
Or
hosted
whatever
by
they're called,
Kaiba.
holograms.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer,
Nah, that's not Merrick. That's 4 kids right there.
the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the
No one
Egyptian
cares.
gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in
No one
duels,
gives a fuck
pulling
about
off
Joey,
some
other than his
ridiculously high
weird-ass
IQ
faces
plays.
that are funny.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly
Black
defeating
Burning.
Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, Planet Alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. A lot of these cards are just like insane, just like the Pokemon like Pokedex entries. It's like, oh, it's just a dark hole that's literally just consumes everything. Oh, it's just a thing that can turn back time and kill a monster and or a person by aging them really quickly. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Planet Alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba,
Everybody.
which manifests as Ka,
Ba.
or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing
I didn't
in the
see that.
heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all
He's
this
been
time!
cheating.
He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just
Fuck off.
decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his
Atem.
place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
Harakti,
He's the
what?
ultimate duel monster
The
who
fuck?
banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome
Zork and
of
friends.
screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was
Hold it.
only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as
Who
a
won?
duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an
Yugi won.
entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and
Let's
Yugi
go.
would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him.
should have
I'm
been
sorry
me.
I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be
Oh.
remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes
Wait,
to
what?
show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
Wait, really?
There will always be another story,
Not really a-
another duel,
What?
another game. And you won't find
Fucking
yourself a better
Kaiba,
opponent
world's
than the
greatest
king
hater.
of games.
Jesus.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start,
All right, here
but
we
we
go.
wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
Bro,
That's
Third
right. This message is
sponsor?
sponsored by Raycon.
Jesus
If you're
Christ.
looking for a holiday gift, Raycon's essential open
This
earbuds
animation
should
better
at
be
the top of
fucking
your
good,
list.
guys.
Regular earbuds block out
3
everything,
sponsors in one
but
video
these
is
beauties
fucking
sit so
insane.
perfectly in the ear, you get both real clear sound and also what's happening around you. Exactly what I need when I'm out lawnmower racing, or bike riding, jogging, whatever
Even
normal people
Linus
do.
only
We're
has
happy
two.
that Raycon is a longtime
Come on,
sponsor
man.
of our show, and for good reason. They have over 3 million customers who are getting premium sound quality for half the price. And if you don't like your earbuds, they have a 30-day guarantee, so there's practically no risk.
They're lightweight, last up to 8 hours on one charge, and with multi-point connection, I can wirelessly hook them up to multiple devices. So they're super handy.
The Essential Open Earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling fast. Raycon
use,
audio products are up to 20% off this
bone-conductive
holiday
headphones.
season. Just click the link
Does
in the
Raycon have
description or go to
bone-conductive stuff?
buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground
Let's
rules.
see.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow
Right.
them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's
So
time
any-
to
and- so there's no rules.
battle!
Okay, here we go. Aw, that's sick. Oh.
You okay,
What is this
Pikachu?
remix?
This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
There is no turn. Wait, what?
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Oh, what? Celtic Guardian.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Space!
Fuck him up, Yugi. Crocodile. You okay? No, he's down.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Boros. Oh no.
Charizard, I choose you!
Oh, what? Pulled out the big guns. Oh, fuck. Reload. Oh, fuck, Kamehameha. No, Karibo! Vallejo?
Aha!
What is that? That sniper? I can see why their video had so many sponsors. Yeah, me too. Jesus Christ. Oh, Dark Yami. Oh boy. Is it time for Dark Yami? Oh wait. Oh, there he is. Reality warping. Wait, what?
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Wait, what? What are you gonna do without
I
the
just
fucking...
need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Okay.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haruxi, goddess of light!
Oh.
This is it! magicians!
Oh, it's literally
Flash-burning
the thing
magic!
that makes
Harati!
universes.
Dozer!
Swords. I can't move.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Oh, fuck. The Z move.
10 million volt thunderbolt!
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder!
Oh,
With it, I'll
what?
send your Thunderbolt back to attack your
Thinking
life
with
points
portals.
directly!
Oh, rip Ash. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he dead.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
He literally killed him.
KO! Oh, my childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people
Yes.
say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's
But
deck is obviously adjustable,
is
the
fucking
cards are unchanging,
broken.
unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled
yeah.
at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's
It
trust
really
in his
is.
Pokemon
It
knows
actually
no
is kinda
limits.
crazy.
Silly as it may sound,
Still.
Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods.
power of friendship
With
can't
Ba and
beat
Ka,
God.
his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so
I wonder
dissimilar
if they
from Ash
used
Greninja.
Arceus.
Yeah,
if,
Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and
Change
Gigantamax,
would've been
while
different.
awesome, only work
outcome
with
would've been
specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo
probably-
all over
yeah.
again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers.
Yeah, no
if
more
he
of
lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And
Right.
he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him.
Whereas
And even then,
fucking-
reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games.
Right.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And that's why Monster
And
Reborn
he
was
can,
banned.
You know, banned Fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really,
Fucking
Yugi's
broken.
deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz.
It really
you might not
was.
think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner
Shut the
is
fuck
Yugi
up.
Muto.
Oh god, so we're back with even more death battles? Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this. If y'all did, make sure to like the video. If you want me to watch more death battles, you should put them in the comments below to tell me which ones I should watch. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!